Welcome to the court. I am its Jester. So, last night, when I got home from work, I took off my sneakers and I just left them on the floor. And then this morning, I tripped over them and fucked up my knee. And I would like to blame Takumi for that. That's on him. That never would have happened to me if I was playing a game where Makoto was the protagonist. Day 26. We are not doing the killing game.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 26th day of active service here at last, Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
In the morning, I headed to the cafeteria for breakfast, only to find that everyone else was already there. 1, 3, 9, oh my. How is it that I count 14 souls? Because you're terrible at math. There are only 13 people here. You see, nothing bad happened. So it was just a prank after all? I don't think it was a prank. I think we're still in trouble. I don't know if we could just say no thanks to the death game. I don't know. Look, on the bright side, the very, very bright side is that because Gaku's dead, the worst thing has already happened. Like, we can't get any worse from here. Like, the worst has already happened. I have to play through a Gaku-less route. I have to suffer this for the sake of the flowchart. But by who?
Huh?
And for what purpose? If you're asking me, I think the most likely suspect is... We all turn to look at Darumi. No, don't look at Darumi. Don't blame Darumi.
Wait a minute! You're accusing me of being the game's sponsor?
I don't think so. Darumi doesn't have the guts to pull off something like that.
You underestimate me. I may not have guts, but I've still got my brain needs. They're small and overpowered, but they're still there all the same.
Oh, for the love of murder. Hey, can't we just be happy that nothing happened? Please excuse me for exposing you to my foul-smelling dumpster breath, but why don't we all have breakfast together? After breakfast, we all headed off to our own things, relieved that nothing bad happened after all. As for me, I went back to my room. Almost immediately, a visitor came knocking. I opened the door to find Tsubasa standing outside.
Huh?
Did something happen? You asked about Eva's mask yesterday, remember? I brought it here for you. Oh, thanks. Sorry for the trouble. I took the mask from her. What are you going to do with that? I was thinking of returning it to Eva. What, you trust her now?
Huh?
Not really, it's just... Oh, I know. You fell in love with her. No, Takumi, you're not allowed to fall in love with anyone. You're still on thin ice, okay? Like, I have taken Takumi out of his prison cell, and I have instead put Takumi in the timeout chair. He's still in trouble, and it may not be as much, but I don't want Takumi putting his little pecker anywhere, okay? Takumi has to keep it in his pants. That is all. What? Of course not! Tsubasa narrowed her eyes at me, and I felt my palms get sweaty. Never mind. It's none of my business. Everyone's free to love who they want.
Huh?
I told you, that's not it! But since we're talking about the mask, I looked it over out of curiosity and found something pretty interesting. The mask isn't an ordinary accessory. It actually comes installed with a bunch of high-tech features. I don't want Takumi to have sex with anyone. I want him sitting in the corner in his chastity belt being punished for what he did in the Cult of Takumi route, okay? I don't like what happens when lust enters Takumi's heart. Bad things happen when lust enters his heart, okay? He's not allowed to have any anymore. He's in timeout. He's in the timeout corner. I mean, if I wanted Takumi to be with people, I wouldn't have killed Ato. Infrared night vision, zoom functions, organic life detection. There's even a miniature air tank inside that allows it to turn into a gas mask. Using that air tank, the wearer can survive completely shut off from the outside world for as long as 30 minutes. That's amazing. It almost sounds like it'd be a waste to give it back to Eva. You wouldn't be able to use it, Takumi. It's custom made to fit a specific shape. Eva's the only one who can wear it. I guess I might as well give it back after all. Even with the best technology in the world, she can't possibly harm any of us from inside that cage, right? I think we are grossly underestimating her, and I think she's going to rip out your intestines and wear them as a scarf. Tsubasa thought about it for a while before nodding in agreement. By the way, when's she gonna give us more information about the enemy? She did promise to be useful if we spared her life. I actually think it'd be best if we could get her to join us as an ally. An ally? Yeah, so that she can fight in defensive battles along with us. We'd need some kind of safety measure before allowing her to cut loose, of course. Like a collar with a bomb, maybe? That should put everyone at ease, right? Tsubasa, I'm seeing a very fucked up side of you. It's very attractive, I will admit. If she tries to run or do anything funny, all we have to do is stop her, press a button to activate the bomb. A bulb lit up in my mind as Tsubasa was speaking. Tsubasa, let's say there was already a self-destruction device in Eva's body. Would it be possible for someone else to activate it? It depends on how the bomb was built. If the detonation mechanism was designed to be triggered remotely, then maybe. In that case, your plan might actually work. Okay, so we have taken in a prisoner of war, and we are now going to exploit a bomb to threaten her to fight for us. I know we found out another route that we were the bad guys because of the whole colonizers thing, but we're really, really the bad guys. The detonator is a joint on my left hand pinky finger. Moving it in a particular motion triggers an explosion. Wait, you were being serious? You weren't just speaking hypothetically? Do you think that's something you can do? You want me to create a detonation device for a bomb inside her. Yeah, once it's done, we'll have the perfect safety measure. And then we can allow Eva to join us, huh? Alright, I'll give it a shot. Awesome, I'm counting on you. After Tsubasa left, I went to look for Haruko to get the key from her. The key that would open Eva's cage. I walked through the courtyard with her mask in hand. Takumi. Here you go, as promised. That's my mask. It sure is. I opened the cage using the key Haruko gave me. After handing Eva's mask to her, I closed the door and locked it again. Thank you, Takumi. I don't know what to say. No need, just keeping my promise. Well, I'll be seeing you. I turned around, giving a casual wave as I walked away. I'm back in my room, but now what? There's nothing for me to do here. I might as well go take a walk around the school. Oh, free time! We can give more gifts to Yugamu. We're almost done with his route.
This excites me so much I might accidentally kill you on impulse.
Oh, yay, we finished it.
I'd like to tell you about someone dear to me that I want to kill. A while back, I bumped into a fellow assassin. We'd somehow ended up with the same target. It's the unspoken rule of the industry that you have to fight to the death when that happens. I was at the peak of job dissatisfaction at that point, and honestly thought I'd rather just let the other person kill me. To my surprise, the other assassin was a high school girl around my own age. She was unhappy with the whole assassination thing too, and she wanted me to kill her. Obviously, we didn't kill each other. In fact, we started talking. We kept in touch after that. We weren't family, friends, or lovers, but we had a connection. She tried to kill herself a few times, but her self-preservation instincts always kicked in before she could finish the job. The choice to die on her own terms had been taken away from her, so she asked me for a favor. She asked me to kill her and free her from this life of misery. One day, I got word that she was in a coma after sustaining some major injuries. But right after that, I ended up here. I'll keep fighting so I can keep my promise to her. Once I get back to the TRC, I'll find her and kill her. Not just because she asked me to, but also because deep down in my heart, I've developed a true desire to take her life. Thanks for listening to my rant. Now you're making me feel like killing you too.
You know, Yugamu's kind of a bummer. We're gonna go hang out with Tsubasa now. I like Tsubasa. She's never done anything wrong ever. What gifts does she like? I don't want to talk about what that one was. Something Tsubasa will like. Something Tsubasa will like. Oh, the gold gas can. I feel like she would like the gold gas can. Yeah, I'm gonna give her the gold gas can. Tsubasa, you want a present?
Is this for me? Wow! You have no idea how happy you just made me!
Oh fuck, I forgot to go upgrade my weapons!
Heady, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
I went to bed after an uneventful day. No, it only seemed uneventful. Something may have been brewing behind the scenes without me noticing. But since I have no way of ascertaining that, I decided to simply go to bed and embrace sleep for the night. Please give me more free time events. Please don't let there be an enemy attack. I need to upgrade my weapons.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine. Get ready for your 27th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
I woke up as the morning announcement played. It had barely finished when a piercing scream resounded in my ears. Oh, fuck.
Ah!
Shoma? I jumped out of bed and dashed out of my room. Who the fuck died this time? Hiroko, Tsubasa, and Takamaru were out on the roof already. Was that Shoma just now? Yeah, I came running out when I heard it. I was already here when she came out. The scream came from the back of the building. Are you sure? Trust me, I've got a dog's hearing. Okay, let's go. We made our way down the stairs as quickly as we could and headed for the back of the school. It didn't take long for us to reach our destination, where we saw... Oh, fuck! Shoma! On the bright side, at least Gaku won't be lonely anymore. He and Shoma can hang out. Why do they have... Oh, fuck. So, you know how after we killed Ato, we drained him into a mummy husk? And then after that, we had him brought back to look like a person again, even as a corpse? And how after that, he had those lines on his cheeks? Gaku and Shoma also have those lines on their cheeks. Their hemoanima was absorbed, they were mummified husks, and then their bodies were brought back and then ditched and stabbed a shit ton. Damn it, we lost Shoma.
Shoma!
I rushed over to check his pulse and breathing.
Nothing. He's dead.
You know what, this makes me feel extra bad for some reason because I'm outlining an idea I have for a Danganronpa AU of, like, this game where they all end up in the killing game, and literally Shoma's the first victim. I'm so sorry, buddy!
No way!
By this time, other team members had come running as well. It was Nozomi, Moko, Kiyoshika, Yugamu, and Kurara. I like Shoma! They gasped and their eyes went wide when they saw Shoma's body.
Shoma!
Impossible! What is this?
Shoma's dead.
Is he breathing?
Nope.
No, unfortunately.
Get your act together. It's too early to give up. We just heard him screaming. He can't have been dead longer than 10 minutes.
Right. We can use the Revive-O-Matic to bring him back.
Let's get him to the infirmary!
I honestly wonder if the killer recorded him screaming and then played the recording.
Yes, but just one moment.
The hell?
Sir Ima, Lady Kako, and Lady Darumi have not shown up yet.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, you're right.
Maybe they woke up early and went to the cafeteria first?
Even so, they should have heard the scream. Weird that they didn't come running like the rest of us.
Yeah, I do like the idea of having a Danganronpa AU for these characters. Especially because I think it'd be really, really cool to have Kako be like the main detective. But it is like, me writing that fic is a long way away because I am about to start writing a long Danganronpa AU. And I want to finish that first before I start doing another fic. Because in addition to writing fan fiction, I am also writing my own personal novels. And those take for fucking ever. Actually, they don't. I've, like, been writing one for, like, a month, and I'm already, like, 9 chapters in.
This isn't the time to discuss that. Get Shoma to the infirmary now.
Yeah, I'll carry him there on my back. I don't know how to work the Revivomatic, though.
Oh, fuck.
I'll come with you. The rest of you can go look for Ima, Kako, and Darumi.
Got it.
Takemaru put Shoma on his back and immediately ran off to the infirmary with Tsubasa. The rest of us then split up to look for Ima, Kako, and Darumi. I like shipping. I don't like when people get upset over it. Like, if I see someone shipping a ship I don't like, then I'm just gonna avoid it. You know? Because it's easy to do that. And when I don't like a ship, I don't, like, go off about it to make the people who do like that ship feel bad, because that would be dickish. Since the person who attacked Shoma could still be lurking nearby, we split into teams for safety. I partnered up with Haruko. We decided to start with the cafeteria. This is not going great. We made our way there as soon as we could, but there was nobody else inside. Ima, Kako, Darumi, anybody there? No response. Looks like they're not here. Also, like, I actually do think that a killing game is actually an environment where you're likely to have a lot of romantic relationships form. Not like actually like, oh, this is a grounded and functional like relationship where they're gonna be super happy and stable. But because when you're in a near-death environment like that, it has been shown in studies that people who are in like near-death experiences or dangerous situations are more likely to develop romantic feelings for another person just because of like the adrenaline and the fear and all of like the heightened emotions of the situation they're in. Like the article I saw that read this was they took like a bunch of straight men and they broke them into 2 groups and they had an attractive woman interview them both. And at the end of the interviews, she would give them her phone number in case they wanted to call her. And one group of men were just like interviewed at a coffee shop, and the other group of men were interviewed on a rickety bridge. And the guys who were in the heightened dangerous scenario of being on the bridge were statistically more likely to call that woman and try to have her go on a date with them. Granted, there were like a lot of unknown variables in this experiment. I think this is something that would need to be replicated a lot more. It could have just been random chance that for the guys on the bridge, this girl was more their type for the guys in the coffee shop. But but people just like I do think in the near-death scenario, the heightened dangerous situation, and you're kind of just scared and you don't know who to trust and you don't want to be alone. So the first person that kind of likes you and wants to be around you, you dig your fucking fingernails in. Looks like they're not here. Yes, let's try somewhere else. Turning around, we dashed down the hallway toward the gym. But when we got there... Hey, I can't open the door. Oh, shit. Is it locked? I peer through the small opening in the slightly ajar door. There's a latch. Someone latched the door from the inside. Haruko and I looked at each other nervously, neither daring to breathe. We're going to have to break the door down. You're right. On 3. I think also part of the why I like the romance in death games so much is because the tragedy of it. The fucking tragedy that can happen. That said, though, I do have a book I am planning for that is set in a death game. It's still in like early drafting outline stages where I'm just writing down ideas. But like so far I literally have like only like 2 characters get romantically involved, and it's like a side pairing that doesn't get a lot of attention. Most of it's focused on friendship and the betrayal of friendship. On 3. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. The door refused to budge even after we threw ourselves against it numerous times. Soon the noise we were making started attracting the others to the gym as well. We need some help here, guys. What were we trying to do was obvious enough that we didn't even have to explain. Everyone nodded, took a couple steps back, and prepared to charge the door. Ready? Go! The latch broke apart with a cracking sound, and we all tumbled into the gym together. And lying on the floor in front of us was, oh no, who is it? Who died? No!
Kako!
No! God damn it! We lost our detective! She was supposed to solve this shit! Oh no, Ima's gonna lose his fucking shit. Oh. Oh no.
This is...
It looked like she took a vial of poison, but why would she do that? I don't think she would do that.
Unbelievable.
I ran to Kako and put a finger on her neck. There was no pulse. She was deathly cold. Haruko came from behind me and started examining Kako's body. Once she had finished, she turned back to look at the others and silently shook her head.
But it's okay. She couldn't have been dead for too long, like Shoma.
Fuck.
Then we should take her to the infirmary now.
Yeah.
Nozomi ran over to Kako and lifted her up. As she did, something fell out from Kako's right hand. What's this? A medicine bottle? By the time I noticed it, Nozomi had already run out of the gym, carrying Kako's body. As the rest of us started to leave, Haruko suddenly spoke up. Wait, Yugamu, you go with Nozomi. Moko, Kiyoshika, Kurara continue looking for Ima and Darumi, and Takumi, you stay here. What? Why? Just do as I say for now. I'll explain later. All right. Let us be off at once. The others nodded at each other, and then ran toward the hallway, leaving only Haruko and myself at the scene of the crime. Why only me? There's only one exit here, and it was latched shut. Oh! Oh, fuck, we're doing Sakura again. It's trial number 4 all over again, fuck. I turned to look at the exit. Lying on the floor nearby was a mop that had been broken into 3 pieces. The mop handle had been used as a makeshift latch. It would be impossible for someone to latch the door like that from outside, which means this incident happened in a locked room. Assuming this is true, there are 2 possibilities I can think of. Can you guess what they are? I don't think Kako killed herself! Why would she do that? She'd never leave Ima behind. Oh god, is Ima dead? I answered hesitantly. The first possibility is that, as much as I hate to say it, Kako killed herself, right?
Oh.
Yes. Look at the bottle that dropped from her hand. What does the label say? TTX. It's an abbreviation for tetrodotoxin. It's extremely poisonous. Swallowing just 1 or 2 milligrams is fatal. Are you saying Kako drank this? I don't know, but we'll have time to think about that later. The other possibility is the more pressing one. Because if Kako didn't take the poison herself, It didn't take long to make the connection. The killer is still hidden somewhere in the gym? Yes, if there is a killer, that is. That's why I told you to stay behind. Alright, let's look around. Haruko and I searched the gym as cautiously as we could. Despite leaving no stone unturned, we couldn't find anyone hiding anywhere. This makes it clear that Kako took her own life. Does it, though? Shoma was found sliced up at the back of the building around the same time. Don't you find it strange that somebody killed him while Kako killed herself? No, there's nothing strange about that, if Kako had been the one to kill Shoma. After stabbing him to death, she ran into the gym, blocked the door with the mop handle, and ingested poison to kill herself. I decided to state my opinion objectively, even though I really didn't want to say those words out loud. Maybe, but that wouldn't make sense if Kako died before Shoma. Remember how Kako felt when you touched her body? Yes, she was already gone completely cold. I noticed it too. It's probably been several hours since she died. So Kako killed herself sometime last night, and then somebody killed Shoma sometime this morning. Poor Kako was also murdered. That's a possibility as well. How is that possible when the door was latched from the inside? Wait, there's something more important here. If Kako had already been dead for a few hours... Yes, I'm afraid it's already too late for her. No. Tsubasa, Nozomi, and Yugama were in the infirmary when Haruko and I arrived. They were standing around with grave looks on their faces. How are Shoma and Kako? Well, we managed to successfully revive Shoma. Oh, sweet, Shoma lived. He's just super traumatized now. That's great. Yes, what a relief. But he's still unconscious. His physical body has been restored to full health, but it seems he hasn't recovered mentally from the attack yet. Where is he? Sleeping in his room. Takemaru's taking care of him. What about Kako? We did put her body in the Revive-O-Matic, but... Alas. Haruko and I went behind the Revive-O-Matic to look at the monitor. What was written on the screen made our hearts sink. Cause of death, respiratory paralysis induced asphyxiation. Estimated time of death, day 27 between 1 and 4 a.m. Traces of TTX poison detected in body. Oral intake of TTX presumed to have led to respiratory paralysis-induced asphyxiation. No external injuries found on the body. Too much time has passed since death. Impossible to revive. The silence of the room was broken by the door being thrown open and 3 people running in. No! Where's Ima? Where the fuck is Ima? Terumi, you're safe! Where were you all this time?
In the rec room, playing slots.
You were doing what?
You can't blame me. I overslept this morning and didn't see anyone in the cafeteria. I just assumed everyone was off doing their own thing. Kiyoshika and I found her in the rec room and dragged her here. We've already told her about Shoma and Kako.
Still, we didn't know yet if they'd been successfully revived, so here we are.
Did it go well?
Just then, 2 other people barged into the room noisily. Miss Uezuki told me what happened. I fell asleep in my dear sister's room last night, but when I woke up, she was nowhere to be found. I've been looking around for her ever since.
I saw him running around in the hallways like a headless chicken and brought him here.
Where is my dear sister? What has happened to her? I explained the situation to everyone who had just arrived. The news that Kako could no longer be revived hit everyone like a ton of bricks. Tears started welling up in Moko and Kiyoshika's eyes, while Kurara was sniffling away under her mask. Darumi alone shed no tears. She had a vacant look on her face as she stared absently into space. And for Ima...
No! 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 Dear sister!
My dear sister! No!
With an anguished cry, the distraught Ema lost control of all reason and started lashing out. Oh no. We managed to wrestle him to the ground and pin his limbs down even as he struggled violently.
Wait here while I go grab the gamma feel.
Yep, we're just gonna drug Ema.
What's that? A powerful anesthetic. We have some in the biolab.
Yugamu dashed off as quickly as he could. He came back a while later with the gamma feel, which he then injected into Ema. The drugs caused Ema to weaken and slump over. Yugamu observed him closely.
All is fine now. He's unlikely to wake up before tomorrow morning.
And what do we do tomorrow morning when he's still grieving the death of his sister and also pissed that we drugged him? We moved the unconscious Ema to his room and assigned Moko to watch over him. After that, we took Kako's body to the morgue. There were now 3 bodies lying on tables in the morgue. Kako's body was the smallest. I kept staring at her. When I closed my eyes, I could still see her innocent smile. I couldn't believe the girl I had thought of like my own little sister was now gone. When was that? You barely talked to her! An indescribable ache spread through my chest at that thought. Unable to stand the pain, I forced myself to look away. After that, we went to the courtyard to check the cages. Eva was still inside hers, the door securely locked. Haruko and I went on to tell the others what we learned from investigating the gym. The improvised latch, the bottle of poison, and now there had been no one else. How there had been no one else inside. While we were talking, the sun had set and the darkness of night was slowly taking over. It was already evening. Since nobody was in the mood for a meal, we gathered in the leisure lounge instead of the cafeteria. Sir Takimaru, were you not supposed to be attending to Sir Shoma? Yugamu took over. Oh, great. Yeah, leave Yugamu alone with him. Shoma's still out cold, but he's physically fine now. I just don't understand why Kako would kill herself. As I've already explained, we don't know for sure that it was suicide. We haven't found a suicide note, not in the gym, on her clothes, or in her room yet.
The gym door was latched shut from the inside.
And you didn't find anyone else in there, correct? Yes, but I find it hard to accept Kako had killed herself, when Shoma was clearly killed by someone else.
Oh.
Why would she even do such a thing? I won't be fully convinced until a clear reason surfaces.
I think she was murdered too, by that sponsor who was trying to get us to join the invader hunt. They did warn us that this would happen. We all heard what that recording said, remember? All who refuse to join the game will be eliminated.
All who refuse? That means the rest of us are targets too.
Huh?
You telling us that sponsor wants to kill us all? The first threatening message said something about everyone dying too.
It sure did. The first and second threats. We assumed they were written by different people because of the handwriting. But I'm starting to think it was the same person after all. We went against the first note. We ignored their demand to leave the academy and chose to stay behind instead. That gave the culprit an idea. I'll hold a killing game and force those guys to murder each other. But when we went against the second request as well, they decided they were going to have to do it themselves. And by it, you mean killing us? Yep, It all makes sense when you think of it this way, doesn't it?
That would mean the perpetrator has already murdered 4 people. 4? Sir Gaku, Lady Kako, Sir, and Sir Shoma. Though Sir Shoma was lucky enough to escape the jaws of death. So we're up against a ruthless serial killer here? We can't just let someone butcher our friends and get away scot-free.
But how do we find them?
Haven't I mentioned this before? The killer may well be one of us. Everyone tensed up at Haruko's words and started exchanging suspicious glances. Not everyone is a suspect, though. It would have been impossible for Takumi, Tsubasa, Takimaru, or me to have done this.
How can you be so sure?
Oh, that's right. The 4 of us met each other on the rooftop this morning, immediately after hearing Shoma scream. He was stabbed at the back of the building. Even if we could teleport, there's no way we would have appeared on the rooftop right after slicing him up that badly. He wasn't thrown down from the rooftop after being stabbed either. His body hadn't taken any fall damage. Oh shit, what if it was Shoma? Like, what if he stabbed himself and that knowing that they'd save him in time and that would immediately give him an alibi? I don't think it was Shoma. I don't think Shoma has it in him to kill someone. He doesn't even attack people on the battlefield. He just gets hit. Just a moment. What if all 4 of you were working together? Yes, it would definitely seem possible from your point of view. That would also mean 1 in 3 of our team are killers. I don't think the SUU would be worth much then.
That line of reasoning isn't strong enough to prove you're innocent.
Anyway, what were the rest of you doing at that time? I remember those who came after us were Nozomi, Kiyoshika, and Kurara. Moko and Yugamu too. Though they weren't here right now, where did you guys come from? I ran from the entrance hall. I simply found myself in a group as I was heading to the back of the building. How did you know to go there?
Well, I heard Shoma scream, but I chose to wait in my room first before making a move. Then I overheard you guys talking outside. You said something about the scream coming from the back of the building, remember? So I followed you to the scene of the crime.
Nozomi and Darumi said the same thing, but I couldn't tell if they were telling the truth. Whatever the case, there was no denying the perpetrator could have joined up with the group halfway through without anyone realizing. Your suspicions are misplaced, especially when there is a much likelier suspect to cast aspirations on.
Yes, someone who didn't even show up to the crime scene. Huh, wait, you mean me?
You were totally trying to get us all to join that stupid killing game. So when we refused to cave after the second threat, you decided to... It
wasn't me!
I had nothing to do with that!
I overslept, that's all!
We all shot Darumi deeply suspicious looks. Her dismay and bewilderment were palpable. Beads of sweat rolled down her face, making her makeup run. Hey, can I say something? I think it's counterproductive for us to be doubting each other like this. How are we going to handle future battles if we can't even stay united? Let's calm down and think things rationally. Under normal circumstances, the probability of a killer being an outsider is a lot higher than the alternative. But would an outsider be able to slip in without triggering the alarm? Well, that's... Maybe it was Eva! Impossible. We checked the cage just now, remember? She was still inside, and the gate was properly locked. Not only that, I have the key right here. This is the only key, and it can't be duplicated, as Haruko said. Also, I locked my door last night, so nobody could have stolen the key from me while I was asleep. What if you were working with her? I could debunk that theory. Takumi has been with me since morning. Even if we had let Eva out of her cage last night to stab Shoma, he couldn't have locked it back up this morning without my knowledge. You need the key to lock the cage just as much as you need it to unlock it. That means it's one of us. No, it can't be. There has to be a way for someone to come in without triggering the alarm.
Huh?
There's also always the possibility that no one did it. What are you saying?
I'm saying the killer could have already been hiding in the academy before the first team was dispatched here.
That's true. If they were already here, they wouldn't have triggered the alarm.
So that person's still hiding somewhere in the school right now?
All of a sudden, Tsubasa raised her voice. I know. I can make an organic life detection device. Organic life?
Huh?
Detection device? Put simply, it's a machine that detects the number of large living organisms on school grounds. It won't be advanced enough to pinpoint their exact locations, but having a precise number should tell us if there's an outsider hiding there.
You can make something like that?
I found a similar function while investigating Eva's mask 2 days ago. I took the opportunity to study it thoroughly. So yes, I can make something like that. In 7 days, maybe? 7 days. Until then, let's stop being suspicious of each other like Nozomi suggested. We'll assume that the killer is an outsider until proven wrong. What do you guys say? Everyone nodded in agreement. The moment I saw that, the world around me started to spin. What is this? That was the last thought on my mind before it shut down completely. Did Takumi just faint? Did Takumi just faint like a little girl? What the fuck do you mean, day 39?
Up and Atom Troops, time to rise and shine!
If the game keeps giving time skips like that, how am I supposed to complete everyone's conversations?
Get ready for your 39th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
I'm gonna take a quick break. Be back in a minute. Okay, Takumi, let's see how bad you're in it now.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
Oh, Nozomi's here. I woke up to the now all too familiar sight of Nozomi sitting right in front of me. It was deja vu time. She noticed right away that I was awake and... leapt to her feet with an ear-piercing scream. She scuttled frantically around the room a few times, more than the last time, before she finally came to a stop. And then she just stood there in a daze. I watched the entire scene play out before sitting up. What day is it today? We're day 39. What the fuck, Takumi? I wanted to go and, like, talk to Tsubasa and give her gifts. Why can't I do that? Day 39?
Huh?
I fainted on the night of day 27, so I've been out for 11 days. Those were 11 days of giving gifts to Tsubasa that we missed out on. Yes, we're almost out of emergency feeding drips. God fucking damn it. Why did I lose consciousness? I didn't get stabbed on day 27 and my old wound didn't reopen. It's because Eito's trying to kill you from the inside, probably. Nozomi regarded me with a somber look on her face as I mumbled to myself. Then she gave me the diagnosis. We think that you have the fainting disease. What the fuck is this?
Huh?
Fainting disease? Also known as psychogenic syncope. A disease that causes you to suddenly lose consciousness after being exposed to a strong psychological shock or stress. Like your mind just blows out. I have a disease like that? It makes sense. Takumi's been through the ringer. Yes, after what happened to Shoma and Kako on day 27. Your mind suffered a heavy blow, and even though you somehow made it to nighttime okay, the moment you felt like you could relax, your mind completely shut down, just like that. How could you tell I had this disease? This is the third time you fainted out of the blue, right? And it always takes you a long time to regain consciousness. This didn't seem like normal behavior, so we decided to scan your brain. Using the Revival-Matics diagnosis function, I don't remember contracting any disease like that. This is what the machine's analysis said. Traces of treatment found on damaged parts of brain. Fainting disease, likely developed as after effect. Treatment on damaged parts of my brain? I don't know what exactly happened. At any rate, the damage isn't life-threatening and doesn't affect your cognitive functions or your judgment. So that part's nothing to worry about, at least. Easy for you to say.
Huh?
This means I could faint again if something stressful happens, right? Yes, but I'm sure it'll be alright. As long as we make sure nothing too stressful happens again.
Huh?
So, has anything changed? Changed? Like, have you guys learned anything about the killer while I was out? No, we haven't made any progress in that area. The unknown killer remains at large. We don't have a single clue to follow. Nobody's been attacked since youth then, so we're still alive at least. What about Shoma and Ima? Shoma's regained consciousness already, but he said he doesn't know who stabbed him. You can ask him about it for yourself later. And Ima? He's barricaded himself in his room and hasn't said much to any of us. Just a word or two when we deliver food to him. Needless to say, he didn't fight in the defensive battle that happened on day 33. Ima, Shoma, and Darumi set out the battle as usual. Are those three still suspicious of me? Yes, they seem to think you're the most likely suspect, but even if you weren't the one, it had to be someone from the SDU. That's what those three believe. Nozomi and I headed to the cafeteria together, where everyone except Ima, Shoma, and Darumi were gathered. When they saw me, they said things like, "You're awake and thank goodness." Everyone was quietly rejoicing about seeing me on my feet again. Their reactions were a lot more subdued than before. I could hardly blame them. This was the third time I've woken up after losing consciousness for several days. At least, that was what I thought. It turned out they had another reason to be so despondent. The dark, gloomy aura that hung over the group indicated there was something more at play here. I finished breakfast and returned to my room soon after Tsubasa came knocking. You saw how dejected everyone seemed just now, right? Want to know why? Sure. She pulled out something from behind her back. What's that? It's an organic life detection device. Oh, right, you finished it. 5 days ago, yeah. But now I wish I hadn't. Why not? Because the thing is the reason everyone's jumping at shadows. She turned the device on as she spoke. 13? Yup, the total number of life forms in this academy. That's all of us, including Eva. Which means there are no outsiders in this school, and the culprit is really one of us. Yeah, that's what everyone believes now. Except for me and Nozomi, that is. You two still think it was an outsider that did it? I don't know, but the killer could have fled outside after stabbing Shoma, right? The possibility of that happening seemed low to me, but I forced myself not to voice those doubts. Anyway, that's why everyone seems so down. Basically, it's because they're all suspicious of one another. This isn't going to end well. Without trust, we won't be able to put up a unified front during the next defensive battle. Can't you do something, Takumi? I'll do what I can to help as well. Just tell me what you need. Oh, I just remembered. I finished that other thing you asked me to make a while ago, too. What thing? You know, the remote detonator that'll trigger the bomb in Eva's body. I managed to complete it after carefully investigating her body, with her consent, of course. I don't think Eva's in a position where she can give consent because she's afraid of you guys killing her. Tsubasa rummaged through her pocket and took out something that looked like a remote control. I took it and gripped it tightly in my hand. Thanks. This puts me at ease. I'll probably add Eva to the team starting from the next battle. Yeah, that should help out our combat power. The problem is getting the others to trust her. Well, I've done my part. The rest is up to you. With that, she left the room. Up to me, huh? How should I do this? What was it Tsubasa said before? The killer could have fled outside after stabbing Shoma? To be honest, I didn't think they did. I had no concrete proof, but everything that had happened so far felt like part of a larger scheme that someone was orchestrating. At the very least, I was convinced the culprit wasn't going to stop at Shoma's stabbing. In that case, excluding myself, the killer must be one of 12 other students at this academy. No, wait. Shoma was a victim. If Haruko and Tsubasa and Takamaru and Eva were also innocent, that leaves just 7 suspects. Darumi, Nozomi, Kiyoshika, Yugamu, Moko, Ima, and Kurara. I never willingly choose to treat any of my friends as suspects, but as it turns out, I don't have a choice right now. I won't gain everyone's trust until I identify the real culprit. And if I don't have their trust, the SDU would fall apart and everyone would be annihilated by the invaders. The only way to prevent that from happening is to reveal the identity of the killer. You must solve this case by yourself, Takumi. That was what the boy with the undying flame said. He must have known something like this would happen. At any rate, this is the only way to resolve all of this and that I could think of. I have to find the culprit no matter what. I clenched my fist and resolved to devote myself to the investigation. Collect information. Okay, let's go bother the grieving Ima. I rang the doorbell. No answer. I tried the doorknob, but it was locked. Ima, I know you're inside. Can we talk?
Hi!
I'm trying to track down the culprit, but I need something to go on. At that, a voice called out from the other side of the door. You're awake, Mr. Sumino? Unfortunately, there's nothing I can tell you. Come on, there's gotta be something. You see, I'm suspicious of you too. I think you may have been the one who killed my dear sister. What are you talking about? I didn't kill her. In the first place, Kako, she...
Duh?
Killed herself? Is that what you're trying to say?
Huh?
A preposterous suggestion! There was absolutely no reason for my dear sister to do such a thing. She had no worries, no sorrows. Even if she did develop any, she would have told me about them. My dear sister did not kill herself. I have no doubt she was murdered. Like I told you just now, I suspect that the killer may have been you, Mr. Sumino. The only reason I haven't exacted vengeance yet is because I'm not completely sure it was you. Accidentally killing the wrong person would be playing right into the hands of the real culprit. But I might lose my sense of reason if we continue to speak much longer.
Duh?
Can you please leave now, while I'm still in my right mind? I could sense that prolonging the conversation would lead to nowhere. Ima refused to respond to any further attempts to talk. Yeah, Ima's crashing out, big time.
Huh?
Oh, you're still in the cafe?
Don't talk to us now!
Huh.
We are in the midst of a very serious discussion. Nozomi just refuses to listen to reason. What's the discussion about? I still don't believe the culprit is one of us. I'm trying to tell everyone to stop being so suspicious of one another.
You saw that device's total for the number of life forms in the school.
Yes, but that doesn't prove the crimes were inside jobs. The culprit must have fled outside the wall of fire after stabbing Shoma. And we're trying to tell you that is not possible.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like a killer who'd stop at one or two victims. They clearly said they wanted to kill everyone, both in the tape recording and that first message.
I can't. Takumi, say something. Well, I stammered hard because I was more in line with Kurara's way of thinking than Nozomi's. I did feel bad for Nozomi, so I decided to simply avoid committing for now. Sorry, I just remembered I have something I needed to do. Gotta go, bye. Wait, Takumi! Hey, come back here, please! I ignored Nozomi's pleas and quickly bolted out of the room and into the hallway. Takumi, what the fuck? He just ran away. Haruko, you were here the other day too. What's so interesting about this place?
Oh?
I wanted to investigate Kako's body again. What about you? I'm here to investigate the case as well.
Oh?
As if your clumsy brain could ever bring us closer to the truth. Oh, be quiet. Haruko decided to repeat herself in a hushed voice. As if your clumsy brain...
Hi!
You know that's not what I meant. Anyway, have you already looked at Kako's body?
Oh.
Yes, and the other two as well. Huh? Eito and Gaku too? Didn't we already check Gaku's body on day 24? Yes, but something happened to make me realize I needed to check it again. I've discovered two surprising facts after reinvestigating Kako's body. Surprising facts? The first concerns her cryptoglobin. Her body's been almost completely drained of it. What? There's a cut on her ankle. Her body was likely moved somewhere and hung up for an extended period of time. It was returned here after being almost completely drained of cryptoglobin. When? I'll get to that later. Let me tell you about my other discovery first. Kruko walked over to Kako's body and removed the sheet that was covering it. Then she flipped the body over, and what I saw flabbergasted me. What the hell? Marks of a stolen heart. What? Somebody cut a hole in her back, smashed her ribs, and dug her heart out. Why would anybody do that? Before we talk about that, check the other bodies as well. I did as I was told and flipped Eito and Gaku's bodies over only to see the exact same marks on them. A large empty cavity on their backs. Wait a minute. What's going on here? What indeed? Why are you so calm about this? Their hearts have been removed from their bodies. I know. That's what I've been trying to tell you. When did this happen? When we investigated Gaku's body on day 24, his back was still intact. It still was on day 27, too. I checked Eito and Gaku's bodies when we moved Kako's body in here. Nobody had holes in their backs at that point in time. That means it must have happened sometime after the night of day 27. The perpetrator likely did the deed to all three at the exact same time. That may have been when they extracted Kako's cryptoglobin as well. Who? Simple logic dictates that the culprit behind this series of events did it. But why? How should I know what the culprit is up to? Perhaps they are simply a lunatic who collects hearts as a hobby, or a gourmet who enjoys a spot of grilled macadamium with lemon on top. Both examples are crazy. There's just one thing I can't seem to figure out. Why were the hearts extracted from the back? Making an opening in the chest would make removing them so much easier. Why go about it this way? Neither of us could come up with anything feasible, so we decided to investigate the bodies again. But there was not a single further clue to be found. Medicine. One of mankind's most eminent inventions for sustaining life and dealing death. How can I help you today, Takumi? I told you, Gami, that I was investigating the case. Does that include Kako's death, too? Yes. The suspicious circumstances of her death bother me as well. My main objective was to solve the attempted murder of Shoma, but it didn't mean it was my only concern. Any information that might help us solve Kako's case would be more than welcome. There were other cases to think about as well, like Sur's destruction and Gaku's murder. But I hadn't found any further clues about those cases, despite my thorough investigation on day 24. So I decided to focus on Shoma's case first, while the trail was still fresh. Is there something bothering you about Kako's case? Yes, there is. Remember her cause of death? She'd ingested toxin, an extremely potent poison. When we found her, she was holding a bottle labeled TTX tightly in her right hand. That bottle was originally from this biolab. So the poison was taken from here? That would appear to be the case. Whether by Kako, who then killed herself with it, or by someone else who used it to kill Kako. Is this room open to everyone? Sure is. There's no lock on the door, and the cabinets are unsecured too. Anyone could have taken anything at any time.
Ah.
Somebody also stole some Gammafiel, plus syringes and needles to administer it. Gammafiel? The substance you used to knock Ema out on day 27? The very same. Huh? But if it's still here, it hasn't been stolen, right? There are multiple bottles in here. Several are missing. It didn't happen recently either. I first noticed the missing bottles on day 27. When I came here to get the supplies needed to help with Ema, I saw that there were already some missing. Why would the killer do that? We don't know for sure if the killer was the one who stole them, the thing is. At the proper dilution, this substance can numb the body's pain and emotional receptors without causing loss of consciousness. Perhaps that was what the thief wanted to use it for. Eva's locked inside. What should we do with her? Takumi, long time no see. I heard you were out cold for a while. I woke up all of a sudden for some reason. I'm glad you did. Is there something I can help you with? There was no point in asking Eva about the case, so I decided to talk about something else. Do you remember what you told me before? It was bothering me that much. I had to choose between lying to you and eventually killing everyone here, or telling you the truth and joining your side. And then you said you decided to take your chances with us, right? Yes, I will no longer try to self-destruct in everyone's presence, for the reasons I previously explained. Then will you fight with us instead? What? Veshness, the one who betrayed you, is still alive, right? By joining us in battle, you can personally take revenge against her and her underlings. Is that why Tsubasa asked to conduct a thorough investigation of my body the other day? So that if I ever tried anything, your team would be able to detonate the bomb inside me remotely? Using the device she made? Yes, but I just want to make one thing clear. I didn't ask for the device because I'm suspicious of you. It's just something that's needed to put the others at ease. Eva thought about what I said. All right, you saved my life. So if there's anything I can do to help you, I'll do it. Thank you. Unfortunately, you'll still have to wait a while before I can let you out of here. I need to clear it with the others first. Understood. I will wait. What are you guys doing here?
If it isn't the serial killer Takumi.
You're awake? I'm not a serial killer, so stop calling me that. I am just now noticing Shoma has such tiny hands. His hands are so small, they're like a hamster's. Anyway, I'm investigating the identity of the culprit right now. Do you mind if I ask a few questions?
Whoa! Can you be any more shameless? The criminal's role-playing as a detective now.
I'm not talking to you. I'm asking Shoma. Oh, you want to know about the person who stabbed me? I told the others a bunch of times already. I didn't get a good look at them.
Wait, I thought you were sure Takumi did it.
Yes, but it's not like I have any proof, so... Does that mean you didn't see the culprit when you were stabbed? No, I did see someone, but they were wearing a mask. How about the person's height or body structure? I can't be sure. They were dressed in a long black poncho thing. You must have seen some identifiable features. I was attacked the moment I turned around, so I'm afraid not. I screamed immediately before I realized it. Then I'd been shoved to the ground. I don't even remember anything after that. I fainted after the first 2 or 3 stabs. So you don't even know if it was a man or a woman? No. Did they say anything? Actually, I did hear something as I was being stabbed. The person kept saying, die, die. Then you should have been able to recognize the voice. The thing is, I didn't. Why not? Their voice had been changed with a voice changer. A voice changer, huh? I went to the gym last. When I stepped inside, I saw that Tsubasa and Takamaru were already there. Tsubasa, Takamaru, perfect timing. I need to ask you guys about something. What is it? Remember the voice changer you showed me in the garage the other day? Is it still there? Shoma told you about the culprit using the voice changer, huh? Yeah, he did. You guessed right, Takumi. The device is gone missing. I knew it. The culprit stole it, huh? I think so. When did you realize it was gone? On day 28, the day Shoma regained consciousness. I went to the garage to check after hearing his story and the voice changer was already gone. Yeah, without anyone realizing. She showed us the voice changer on the afternoon of day 24, so it must have been stolen between that time and the morning of day 27, before Shoma got stabbed. What are you two doing here, though? I did a lot of thinking myself while you were out, and I just don't believe Kako killed herself. Me too. At first, suicide seemed like the only possibility based on the situation. But after listening to Haruko, though, I started to realize how unnatural the whole thing seemed. But if she was killed, how'd the culprit get away? And that's what we need to figure out. And so here we are. Maybe there's a secret tunnel or something here that we completely missed, you know? We're all here to do the same thing then. You mean? Yes. Kako died under such mysterious circumstances that I can't stop thinking about it. Let's check the place out together. Yeah, we can trust each other since all three of us here are safers. Safers? Those of us that can be safely removed from the list of suspects. Safers. That's true. And thus we began to investigate the gym. We went around knocking on walls and floors to check for hidden doors. Some time passed before Takamaru shouted at us from the stage. Hey, come over here! I found something crazy! He was standing at the corner of the stage. Tsubasa and I hurried over. What in the world? No way! There really was a hidden tunnel! Or should I say a hidden ladder? I checked this place before, but I found nothing. What did you do? I told you, I've got a dog's hearing. I knocked on the floor and knew right away that there was an empty space underneath. Then I groped around the surface and what do you know? A rotatable handle came flipping out. Grabbed the handle, pulled it, and there you have it. Let's see what's down there. Yeah. We slowly made our way down the long ladder. Eventually, I felt my toes touching the solid ground, and what I saw there was... This is where they keep the escape thing? Guys, let's just give up and go to space. Fuck this shit. You know this thing? Yeah, remember what I told you before? This is the escape pod that deploys on the last day. Huh? No way. Damn. Does that mean if we can get inside, we can go to the artificial satellite? We ran to the entrance of the pod and checked the door. There was a note pinned to it. The door to this pod automatically opens on day 100. No manual override available. Despite the note, we kept looking around for a way to open it manually. However, we were unable to find anything. Nope, this thing can't be opened from outside. How about we use a crowbar to pry it open? Then the pod becomes useless because outer space is a vacuum.
Ah.
So we have no choice but to wait until day 100. We'll have to give up on the idea of boarding the pod before then. Shit. By the way, have you guys forgotten why we came down here in the first place? Of course not. We're trying to solve the locked room case, weren't we?
Ah.
Yeah. Haruko and I thoroughly investigated the gym after discovering Kako's body.
Ah.
But if the killer had been hiding in this storeroom or the ladder shaft at that time, you couldn't possibly have found them. Then after you and Haruko left the gym, the killer got out and walked through the exit like nothing happened. Which means Kako really was killed. We don't have any concrete proof of that. However, this does disprove the previous notion that it couldn't possibly have been murder. Wait. Assuming for a moment she was murdered, wouldn't that also prove the killer was an outsider? Because when we found Kako's body, Takemaru, Shoma, and I were in the infirmary, whereas everyone else was in the gym? No, not everyone else. 2 were missing. That's right, Darumi and Ima. Ima couldn't have been the killer. He worshipped the ground she walked on. Darumi, though, said she was playing slots or something. She could have been lying through her teeth. But it's always possible an outsider did it. You made that life detection device yourself. Unless you're telling us you made that number up. I did no such thing. That was the correct number. But the killer could have already gotten away by the time I finished making the device, right? Just then, I noticed something out of the corner of my eye. An item just on the ground next to the cockpit of the escape pod. It caught my eye for some reason, and I walked slowly over to pick it up. Hey, what is it? A handkerchief? So it seems. I see, something embroidered on it. It reads IT. Information technology? Or maybe just it, as in it girl? Could it be referring to the initials of a name? Ima. Tsukumo? There's no way it was Ima! As we exited the gym, we saw that it was already nighttime. I asked Takemaru and Tsubasa to gather the others before heading to Ima's room myself. Come out, Ima! I need to ask you something! Somehow it felt like he would keep hiding if I told him about the handkerchief, so I decided not to say anything for now. We found a clue that might lead us to Kako's killer! I made that assertion even though I had no solid proof she had been killed because I wanted to get him out of the room. A short while later, I heard the door being unlocked. And then Ima appeared from behind it. You believed me? About my dear sister being murdered? Yes, can you come with me? Slowly but surely, Ima nodded his assent. Takemaru, Tsubasa, and I took everyone to the storeroom where the escape pod was being kept. We told them how we had found a place and how the pod could only be used on day 100. After climbing back out, we all headed to the cafeteria. So what was the clue you found? Before that, I need to check something with Darumi. On day 27, we found Kako's body. Were you really playing slots at that time? Huh? You're still suspicious of me? Then check the machine's play log. Then you'll know for sure I was playing around that time. And how could I have possibly stabbed Soma if I'd been hiding in the storeroom the whole time? The only way out of that place is through that tunnel, right? I wouldn't have been able to get out of the gym until the coast was clear. Mayhaps you clambered out of the escape pod's elevator shaft. I'm no Spider-Woman, and that shaft has no footholds. It's impossible to climb. The ceiling of that shaft is covered in a thick wall. It's not something that can be opened by human hands. How about this?
You were the one to kill Kako, but not the one to stab Shoma.
You're so suggesting there were 2 culprits?
Indeed I am. And does the number 2 ring any bells in regards to this situation? When we found Shoma's body, there were 2 people missing from the scene.
You're suspicious of me as well? Ima's face twisted into a grimace. I hesitated for a moment when I saw his expression, but decided to show everyone the handkerchief. This is the clue that I was talking about when we found it in the escape pod storeroom. The letters IT have been embroidered on it. Are these initials?
Huh?
Wouldn't that refer to Ima Tsukomo?
Huh?
I thought so. This is your handkerchief, right, Ima? And the fact that it was in the storeroom means... Sir Ima killed Lady Kako? No way. No way. This is kangaroo court. There is no way Ima killed her. Ima killing Shoma? Yeah, I could buy that. I could see that happening. But killing Kako? No way. Are you out of your mind? Me kill my very own dear sister? I didn't think that was possible either. Unless Ima was the one to stab Shoma and Darumi was the one to kill Kako. Ima dropped the handkerchief in the storeroom when he was casing the joint.
I told you it wasn't me!
You think Miss Mia and I were accomplices?
Duh?
And that I tactically approved of my dear sister's murder? That's no different from accusing me of killing my dear sister myself! You're all crazy. I can't believe the thought ever crossed your minds! So you deny the charge? Of course I do!
Then explain yourself. Why was your handkerchief in the storeroom?
That's because...
You see, you are feeling guilty.
No. No! No! Oh god, he's gonna bite someone, I just know it. Ima dashed out of the cafeteria screaming. Great! 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 Wait, Ima! We all dashed after him. He's going to get a knife. Ima grabbed the fire extinguisher in the entrance hall before running outside. We followed him as he ran out of the building. Ima, do you even have your infuser? Are you even wearing your class armor? You're gonna fucking die out there! He was running at full speed through the schoolyard, and none of us could catch up to him. Finally, he tore through the wall of fire and ran to the other side. We followed behind. When we got to the city ruins, something unexpected happened. All of a sudden, a large object shaped like an onion appeared out of nowhere and captured Ima, who had been running ahead of us. What the fuck?
What?
Ima! The onion object then flew high up in the air with Ima and vanished out of sight. What just happened? What was that thing? I'd seen that onion-shaped thing before in the previous timeline. That was probably a commander.
And that's how a true lady slaughters her prey.
Yeah, the flying whale one. Are you serious? Ima's been captured by the enemy? Yup. No way. Again, honestly. That can't be true. It's alright. We can probably figure out where they went. What? You know how Ima's been rather emotionally unstable lately, right? So much that I thought he might just up and go missing one day. I secretly planted a transmitter on his body when bringing food to him. You should be able to see where they took him from the war room. You clever girl, you. Okay, let's all head back for now. We traced the transmitter and quickly figured out exactly where Ima had been taken. It was the enemy relay station that we had visited in the previous timeline. We immediately started making a plan to get Ima back. After some discussion, we decided to split into 2 teams. No, I don't want to suspect Tsubasa. I don't want to suspect Tsubasa of being up to things. I'm in love with her. The rescue team, me, Haruko, Takamaru, Tsubasa, and Kurara. The defense team, Nozomi, Moko, Kiyoshika, Yugamu, Shoma, and Darumi. We must rescue him, even though he may very well be the killer. It's not set in stone yet. What if it was all a mistake? Could you ever really live with the fact that you abandoned an innocent friend? I knew you would say that. I was just making sure. Having only 5 people on the defense team is not very reassuring. Yeah. Can't we add 1 more or something? No! What if the enemy attacks in the meantime? We can't afford to be lax on home security. In that case, Takumi. Yeah, it's time. Everybody, follow me. Sir Takumi, Lady Eva is out and about now. Why have you done such a thing? Yes, as you can see, I let her out.
Huh?
Why? I intend to let her join the rescue team. I explained about the bomb in Eva's body and the remote detonator we had made to trigger it. And you really think this will work? If you feel she's acting suspicious, you can press the button to blow her up yourself. I put the remote detonator into an astonished Haruko's hands. Now do you feel reassured? Haruko fell silent at my words. After a few moments, she said, Have it your way. Thank you for having me on the team. I look forward to being useful to you. All right then. We'll be right back. With Ima. Good luck. Stay safe. The rescue team set off the enemy relay station, where Ima was being held captive. By the time we got close to the relay station, the sun was just starting to rise. We got off the bus and climbed up a small hill to survey the relay station.
We don't know where exactly Ima is being held in this base, but that doesn't matter. Let's just bust in there and start kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah, you guys already saw how that commander could fly.
That has to be Quenzele.
Quenzele? Is that his name?
Yes, and he's an absolute creep. Feel free to make mincemeat out of him.
A flying enemy? Sounds like a headache already. How do we even get to him? We'll be fine with my specialist skill on our side. I'll whip up some surface-to-air artillery and knock him down in one shot. The thing is, I'll have to start crafting it after he actually appears.
Why? Can't you just make it now?
This particular weapon can only hold its shape for 5 minutes. After that, its internal pressure will cause it to explode.
Got it. Guess there's no helping it then.
Okay, guys, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out.
Okay, we got this.
Let's go. Ready when you are. Here. All right.
Rev it up!
I'm good whenever. Hi-ya! We did it! I'm taking the wheel. Take this! Let's keep it up! I'm good whenever. Let's roll! Leave it to me. How's this? I'm good whenever. Let's roll!
Yeah, Sebastian just took care of that, no problem. She's a dynamite babe like that.
Say when.
Ready when you are.
I'm ready to go. I'll kill them all at once! The rest is up to you!
Full throttle! Let her rip! Knocked it out of the park!
Leave it to me. Don't try to stop me.
Ready whenever. I'll chop you to pieces. All right, let's get started.
Make way!
Good to go. There!
Ready when you are. They're gonna hear this engine roar. Felt that one, didn't you?
Here we go.
Let's freaking go! Come get it! Let's give it to him! Yeah! Full throttle! Eat this! Oh yeah! Let's freaking go! Ugh! Knocked it out of the park! Full throttle! Eat this! Hauling ass! Come get it! Let's give it to him!
I think it's interesting to see Ava actually want to be with us and not be brainwashed.
I'll put an end to this. I'll end you!
Let's go. Here!
Now, do you understand that I would never betray you?
She is 100% going to betray us.
I shall reserve judgment until this entire battle is over.
Where's the commander?
That Quenzile guy?
He should be here any time now. Aha. Speak of the devil.
I am the paragon of repulsion, Quenzile. I'll be sure to make it agonizingly painful when I kill you.
Oh, the eggs again!
Tremble for your ugly lies. You won't escape from me.
He's finally here! Like moths to a flame!
Everybody, cover Kurata while she crafts the artillery.
Understood.
Got it.
Oh, I should do Eva whenever I get the chance then, huh? If she doesn't show up in a lot of routes, then I should try to get her while I can. Though honestly, worst case scenario, I would just go back to a route I've already done on a day I know I have free days, and then just like keep reusing free time over and over again until I get it. I could always like save scum. I could always use free time like that.
Rev it up! Full throttle! Let's freaking go! Oh yeah! Rev it up! Knocked it out of the park!
I'm good whenever!
Time for battle.
Locked and loaded!
Ready when you are.
Understood. I'm fully prepared. I'll kill them all at once! I've used up all my strength.
Leave it to me!
Time to move. How's this? Broken so soon.
Locked and loaded!
Here we go. Take this!
Leave it to me! Let's ride! You can take it from here!
Full throttle! Rev it up! Gotta play defense! Full throttle! Hauling ass! Come get it! Let's do this!
Good to go. I've got this. Take that! Got it!
Hauling ass!
It's set! Told you it wouldn't take long!
Oh. It's so gross every time. The fucking egg-laying whale.
And that's how a true lady slaughters her prey.
Precious
Let's do this! All right!
Let's give it to him! Oh yeah!
Say when!
One last strike!
Locked and loaded! How's this? Leave it to me! Hi-ya! We locked and loaded!
Ready whenever. Time to move. Dodge! Time for that. I'll chop you to pieces. Time to move. Out of my way. Ready whenever. How's this?
I'm losing strength.
Did my engine... Huh? Did my engine die? I'm good whenever. They're gonna hear this engine roar. Felt that one.
Time to move. I'll chop you to pieces. My turn. Dodge! Ready whenever. How's this? All right. Take this. Ready
She just
whenever.
cuts
Out of
through
my
him
way.
like butter, honestly.
Now then. Dodge! My turn. Take this.
Leave this to me. Take this!
I'll take care of this.
Time to move. I'll chop you to pieces. Ready whenever. Show me your insides!
I can't die! Not like this! The pain. It hurts. Why do this? What has prompted this cruelty?
Serves you right, Quenzele.
Why do you hate him so much? I hate him because he lays gross eggs and it freaks me the fuck out. I don't know why you hate him.
You're... Ava. I noticed you were here a while back, but...
Yeah, she totally betrayed you, my guy. It sucks.
Does this mean you've switched allegiances?
Yeah, she did.
Yes. It's not as if I had any future in the Sovereign Army anyway.
Suddenly, Quinzel broke off and stared at something behind us.
Overlord Veshness!
Wait, what?
What?
We all turned around at the same time, but...
Huh? There's no one there.
Okay, yeah, that one worked on me, not gonna lie. That was a good move.
Don't tell me.
He's running away. We turned back around, but it was too late. During those precious few seconds, the defeated commander had disappeared completely.
He got away?
Honestly, I respect it.
Freaking coward.
I respect the hustle. That was a good move.
I guess you could say that Quenzele has been... quenzled.
Eva, I love you. Please stay forever. battle, we split up to look for Ima. It took a while, but I eventually found him locked up in a cage.
Ima, are you alright? Hold on. I'll get you out now.
Mr. Samino!
Maybe we shouldn't let Ima out of the cage. Maybe if we let Ima out of the cage, he's gonna kill all of us, because we did kind of accuse him of murdering his sister, and then he ran away screaming. I swung my sword down on the lock, and it broke apart with a loud noise. I opened the door and quickly guided Ima outside, but then I saw something flashing out of the corner of my eye, right next to the cage. Is that a bomb?
A bomb?
Yeah, that's a bomb. The next moment... I instinctively grabbed Ima from behind. The snap action meant my body shielded Ima from the brunt of the blast. A scalding pain ripped through my back. I choked down a cry of pain and asked,
Ima, are you okay?
Yes. But what about you?
oh, Takumi's gonna die now, isn't he?
Yeah, don't worry about me. As long as you're fine.
Huh? Huh? Mr. Samino? Mr. Samino! Mr. Samino!
Oh, we lost like 10 days again.
Up and out of troops, time to rise and shine!
We lost like another full 10 days. Like, this route is just non-stop. Takumi gets injured, passes out for a week. Takumi wakes up, immediately doesn't take it easy, immediately reopens his wounds fighting, passes out again. Then his friends get murdered, and he passes out from the stress of that. Then he explodes and passes out again. We are on day 50. I think I've only played like 7 days total of actual gameplay, because everything else is just Takumi passing out and there being time skips. I mean, I know this is supposed to be a long game, but honestly, like, if Takumi just keeps passing out from his injuries every route like this is going to be this isn't gonna take that long. Oh my god, another 10 days just freaking passed. Takumi, why? I am very happy that Takumi saved Ima, though, so I guess, like, I don't hate Takumi anymore. Ish. He's on thin ice, but we're good. I'm gonna save here. And we'll be back tomorrow! I like Ima. I like that Takumi saved him. Like, if that doesn't put Takumi back in my good graces, I don't know how else he's gonna claw his way into my favor again. Until next time, show's